Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Dude Chat, another episode of Modern Dude Chat.
What up, what up? Just keep plugging away.
Yeah, just keep staying indoors and consuming all the content you can. I don't know about y'all, but I've about run out. So this is a great week for new stuff to drop. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, it's been a good week so
far. It's solid, and there's more to come.
What's up, Chuck?
Nothing, man. I'm just trying to survive out here.
What's up, Chuck?
These savage times. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you just upchuck me?
Upchuck. What's up, Chuck? Upchuck.
What a jerk.
Anything new? Nothing new. Hey, man, what have you been doing? No.
That's like the worst question of all time right now. Like the same thing. It's Groundhog Day for everybody. Doing the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
And with more beer involved.
I'm staying busy. I don't know about you. I feel like I'm almost busier being at home versus life as it was going on normally.
Well, yeah, because you're multitasking when you're at home.
Yeah,
I need you to stay strong. I got to get up for a second because I did
gosh.
not prep properly.
Oh,
so
because we're always prepared.
Always. Modern Dude Chat stays prepared.
Chuck is running to the beer fridge right now to get. Yeah, you guessed it. Another Natter Day. Chuck, speaking of Natter Days, you had a little freak out when you showed up today. You're like, dude, I can't find Natter Days anywhere. And Chuck thinks that Natural Light has...
It's more than a freak out of today. I've been freaking out for a week.
They've either paused production or people are catching on to the Natter Day craze and it's just not available. But you've been to quite a few stores, right? You haven't found it.
So last week... So here's what happens. I usually have a 30-pack stocked and locked, ready to go up here at the NDC headquarters. And
go ahead and tell them.
Cody lives right down the road. I do not. Cody gets a little wild-haired in his ass on weekends, and he'll sneak up here, and he has a tendency to consume. Typically not a problem. Except on the way here last week, I said, hey, I'm on my way. Do we need anything? He said, no, we're good. Well, I drink your Natter Days, and I haven't got a chance to go to the store and get them. And he said Buc-ee's was out. They didn't have them when he went that morning.
Yeah.
I said, cool, no problem. I'll stop and get some. Typical place I get them in town, sold out. I go to 3 different gas stations in Roy City. All don't have it. One gas station had one 30-pack left, and I bought it.
Dang.
And then, so we that was like a red flag, right? Get a little nervous.
Yeah.
Then
it is quarantine though.
It is, and so maybe this is a distribution issue. Except that was last Thursday. Saturday, I go to Walmart, Brookshire's, Racetrack, and QT.
Holy cow!
Nobody has it.
You're really looking for it.
Yeah, and we were running errands, so it was like, hey, I'm gonna run in here real quick, or hey, I gotta run over here and grab it. Saturday was a nice day. We got out on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then QT had one tall boy left, and I grabbed it. And then I text you. I said, under no circumstances are you to sneak up there and drink in your Natter Days, because they're a mythical beast right now, and you can't find them. So maybe I'm gonna get to the bottom of it and find out what's going on. I don't know if we let the word out on it or what, but I'm afraid since it's been a week now and there's been no restock, and they're not like leaving a gap. The gap is being filled by Natural Light seltzers, and that's upsetting because Natter Day is not a seltzer. I've been accused of drinking seltzers. It's not. It's not. But that's what's replacing its spot. So that's I can deal with the loss of sports. I can deal with the loss of programming, live TV, even the lack of content out there. I don't think I can deal with the loss of Natter Days. That's a blow I'm unwilling to accept or take right now.
I told you I was going to check a few beer stores tomorrow. So
Yeah, and I'm hoping like the bigger chains, like more towards
Yeah.
Dallas, will have them. But I mean, I'm getting nervous because that's 8 different places over the span of a week
Mhm.
that I've pretty much cleared them out
Yeah.
of what they had.
Empty.
So anyway, it's not only a pandemic crisis out there; it's an Saturday crisis out there, and you know, there's people being affected by that.
Yet another Natterday plug. We're not. It's not like we're trying to get sponsored.
Can't stop, won't stop. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out our unboxing of Natterday merch over at our YouTube channel, Modern New Chat.
All right.
Got that out of the way.
On to Natterday plug.
Can we dive right into the beer?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm so down.
I'm ready. I love the label. I'm just like
Oh, yeah,
transfixed because it's like you remember the LA Gear
Yeah.
stuff? That's
Yes.
exactly what it looks like to
Heck
me.
yeah.
So
Well,
jumping the gun, but anyway.
This plays into our episode this week, which it has. It's got some '90s vibes in it, you know, as far as what we have planned for the episode this week. So, Chuck, this is easily, I was talking to you earlier about this, easily top 3 favorite breweries out there, ever. I got on this brewery quite a few years back, as soon as I got into like the whole craft beer scene and just trying a bunch of craft beers. This one really caught my eye, and then I've been a fan ever since. For a few reasons. They're close. They're in Oklahoma, and their packaging is fantastic. And then the beer is just amazing as well. They make a specific style of beer that I really love and enjoy, and they make all kinds of different variations of that. So what I'm talking about is
Grab that sucker.
Prairie Artisan Ales out of Oklahoma. Awesome brewery. You guys go check them out if you haven't already heard about them.
Which this was a sneak attack for me because
Yeah?
I was not aware of this
Really?
beer brewery and your love for it. So this is all new stuff for me.
Top 3. Easily top 3. I mean, I would go even as far
So
as
if you're
say,
putting top 3, I mean that's
I would even go
big
as far as
shoes to
say
fill.
like my favorite, number 1.
Whoa.
Or number 2. Like,
whoa, you're
if I'm
going
just
out
not,
there.
if I'm not thinking of another one, but easily top 3.
Whoa.
So, I drink a lot of Prairie, and they have a lot of specialty craft beers. So, this is again Prairie Artisan Ales out of Oklahoma.
Some might say this is a Michael Jordan of breweries to you.
Yes, absolutely. I like where you're going with
Whoa.
that. The packaging, Chuck made an
Tees.
immediate. He noticed this immediately when I brought it over to him. Super 90s. So it's got this like. I don't even know, Chuck. Like, how would you explain that? The colors, the teal, the pink, the design.
like the neon. I don't know.
What was that show? The car and the guys in the white jumpsuits or the white suits.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
Yeah.
It has a very Miami Vice vibe. And
Think of it's. I know this is like based in the '80s, but think of Grand Theft Auto Vice City video game.
Perfect.
That's what the label
That's
looks
exactly
like.
what it looks like.
But it
beer is
reminded
called-
me of the '90s just because of some of the images on it.
Totally. The phone.
Yeah, the phone.
Yeah.
And stuff. So yeah.
So yeah, Prairie Artisan Ales. This particular beer is called Paradise, and like I said, the packaging is very '90s Miami Vice style packaging label. Their artists, whoever they actually, I followed the artist.
Whoever they be,
which is a he. He does fantastic work. I can't remember his name.
Bold of you to assume.
But this is called Paradise. It is an imperial stout brewed with coconut and vanilla. Chuck, the kicker here is this little guy is 13% alcohol by volume. So a few others.
No, he wasn't ready.
A few others that they make. The one that they release all the time, which is a very popular beer, it's called Prairie Bomb. It's an imperial stout aged on coffee.
Gotcha. I've had that. I have had that.
Yeah, I've shared that with you.
Yeah.
They have a ton of other beers and variations. Speaking of which, check this out, Chuck. One of their beers on the year-round beers is called Vape Tricks, and it's a sour ale aged on cherries.
Nice. Nice.
But you see the packaging,
Yeah.
really clever. I mean, it's just they think outside the box.
That's awesome. There's a bunch of little pictures of literal vape tricks on it. That's great.
I've never seen that one. But anyways, if you guys have not ever heard of Prairie Artisan Ales, highly, highly, highly recommend. Based out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. They make, like I said, again, a ton of different variations, specialty craft beer, I would say.
Well, I'm ready.
Let's do it. I got my keychain here.
Look at you.
My you like my keychain, by the way, Chuck?
I do.
It's by Great Divide Brewing out of Denver, Colorado. And on the back of it says,
like
I believe. It has a picture of a Yeti.
But do you believe?
That's another discussion.
That's what I thought. What a skeptic.
All right, Chuck. So
Fill it to the top.
I got a little tasters for us. But this is if you've had the bomb, which I think I've shared that with you. You said that. This is going to taste similar to the bomb, but it's got coconut and vanilla. Boom.
Here for it.
Look at that nice dark roasty,
perfect,
malty,
imperial
stout. Look at the head on that. Let's do this. Yeah. I'm excited to hear your rating, Chuck.
All right, well.
Prairie Artisan Ales, Paradise.
You've put them on a pedestal, and I'm here to knock them down. So.
You better not. You better.
What are you going to do? You going to fight me?
I'm going to fight you.
I bet you would.
All right.
I think I have an upper hand because you can't feel your legs.
Still, I don't even know what week it is. It's months now.
All right, you ready?
Cheers.
Social distance, cheers. Damn, that's good.
I know it is.
That's good, man.
I know.
I want to knock it. I want to knock it. I want to knock it.
Don't knock it.
Let me go ahead and twice. Maybe the second one's worse. Nope, second one is not worse. It's really good. It's really good. It's got damn, that's good.
It's really good.
That's really good, man. We're on fire here lately. And the kind of the bitterness part is like perfect. Like it's there, but not overwhelming.
Yeah.
And usually that's what gets me. But this is like, hey, I'm here. Social distancing, but I'm gonna keep my distance from you.
I love it.
So that's a nice little.
I love it.
I like it. Oh boy.
This is so I can get a couple of these on a Saturday night. This is my favorite thing to do, Chuck, with Prairie. Saturday night around the fire, you get a couple of bottles of these.
Oh,
and
donezo.
Done. I mean,
you're in a very happy place.
You're in a very happy place. Very good beer, delicious beer. And it's not unbearable. You can easily just sit there and drink it, sip on it. Good stuff.
One of the best beers we've had on Modern Dude Show.
Holy crap. There you go.
And I'm going 8-2.
As long as you said 8, I was going to be happy with it.
8-2 is where we're at.
Respect, Chuck. Respect.
And, man, this is good stuff.
I'm going to pour me a little bit
man.
more. Would you like some more,
Yes,
Chuck?
if you got some.
Oh, yeah.
It's doing a little happy dance in my mouth.
It's good stuff, isn't it?
It is.
Shout out to Prairie. You guys are awesome. They make excellent beers. I'm telling you. If you guys can get your hands on these, do it because you won't regret it.
And they sell a lot of the bomb one. I don't know what it's called, but you can buy like a single of it.
Yeah, that's primarily what they sell. They sell single 12 fluid ounce bottles because most of them are 13% alcohol by volume. They make a lot of imperial stouts, like I said, different variations of the bomb or different variations of.
So you really want to get it popping? Go get your favorite 6, 12 pack, whatever. Grab 1 or 2 of these.
That's what I do.
And you're
good.
You're in a good space, man. You can't go wrong.
They're a little pricey, but you.
Oh, that's good.
You get what you get for.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's well worth it.
Cheers, Prairie. You guys are amazing.
So good. So as always with a good beer with a good feature, we're hitting that music up.
Oh yeah.
What you got for us, Cody?
Chuck, I got something good for you this week. Something that you know very well. We grew up listening to. And honestly, I had to take a little road trip this week to go pick up a whiskey barrel, in fact, for our new office.
Okay.
And at my day job, Lion Media, went and picked up a whiskey barrel. And so on the ride over there, I was just jamming to some music. I just pushed play on a playlist, and it just played random stuff. And this band came across, and I was like, dang, man, I haven't listened to this band in a long time. Loved it. Anytime I hear them, I always love them. Talking about Foo Fighters.
Woo.
Chuck, you know who the Foo Fighters are.
I do know who the Foo Fighters are.
Dave Grohl.
Yep.
And, he played in Nirvana.
Yep.
He was a drummer, early Nirvana player, and then started his own band, Foo Fighters. So, that's the feature this week. Most of you guys have probably heard of Foo Fighters. If you haven't, you've heard one of their songs before, somewhere out and about. They've got a few popular ones, but my favorite is obviously Everlong, My Hero, Monkey Wrench. I always loved. Do you remember that Monkey Wrench video, Chuck, back in the day?
You'd have to describe it to me.
When music videos were hot on MTV, Monkey Wrench was one of my favorites because it's when like the whole band would get dressed up and they were on an airplane and Dave Grohl had like long hair, and it was kind of like one of those, kind of like what Eminem used to do. He used to dress up and just do crazy shit. It was that same era.
Yeah.
And Dave Grohl and I think the rest of the other band members were like on a plane. He's dressed up as like a woman. And anyways, Monkey Wrench is one of my favorites. Like I said, My Hero, Everlong. The list goes on.
And so every time I want to make sure I had it right.
Yeah,
every time I hear "There goes my hero,"
Yeah.
I can't help but think of Jonathan Moxon.
I know. Varsity Blues.
I don't want to live your life. Every time, and the ball just spiraling in the air.
Greatest movie.
And that's every time I hear that song. I want to watch Varsity Blues.
Dude,
it did its job.
That's one of the greatest movies. And, what's his name? Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Tweeter. Tweeter. Oh my gosh. Billy Bob. What did he say? He had a few lines.
Oh man.
We would always repeat.
Puke and rally.
Puke and rally.
I give it a 10.
A 10.
A 10. I still got wood. They done scanned my cat.
Oh, that's a great movie. I gotta go watch it.
It's so good. I actually watched it not too long ago, and it's one of those movies, like, if it's on or there's nothing else on and I find it, I'm watching it just because it is filled with hilarious, unintentional, some intentional, some unintentional, but hilarity. And the little brother who's obsessed with cults and all, who start trying to be Jesus and stuff like that. This is great. I'm prepared to die for all man's sins. Anyway, that's but speaking of Foo Fighters and Dave Grohl, I found this and I was excited because I was hoping maybe you hadn't seen it, but of course Cody's on his shit, so he did.
I'm on my music shit.
These live stream concerts are becoming a thing. I haven't watched any. Have you? Not like the bedroom, not like the living room ones, but like actual. Have you watched any?
Yeah, that's honestly been one of my favorite things this whole quarantine session. Watching like live streams. I mentioned the Luck reunion that they did with Willie Nelson.
Yep.
He had another one on 420. Obviously. They did another Luck reunion with a bunch of musical artists. In fact, our buddy Cole Reisner did his first live stream. Did you see that on Monday night?
I saw pieces of it.
He's doing it every Monday night at Sundown Granada, which is over in Dallas.
Nice.
Yeah, with a buddy of his.
Well, be sure to get that friend of the podcast.
Yeah. You guys, I actually went back and watched it. I didn't get to catch it live, but Cole's doing that every Monday night. But yeah, dude, I've been watching as many live music performances as I can.
Well, I'm scheduled to watch my first one this weekend. I don't know if I'll watch it live, but I am going to watch it because Post Malone is doing his first live show concert, and it's Friday, the day this releases, so today, at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
It's going to be on his YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and he is not playing his songs. He's doing a live stream concert of Nirvana songs.
Love
And line me up, sign me up all day for Post Malone
And Nirvana.
singing Nirvana.
Covering Nirvana. Like,
That is.
Come on.
Oh man, I don't know if you've heard him. He's covered some. There's
Yeah.
some videos out there, and it's just.
Post Malone is a rock star, dude.
Yes.
Like
he's a character, but when you just break it down to music and talent level, dude's good. I mean, he plays guitars and he can actually sing and all that stuff.
Yeah. He's on his shit.
So
He knows
I'm
his
really looking forward to this one.
Heck yeah, dude.
And I'm a big fan of covers in general. Like when it's done right, or when someone takes a song and puts their own spin on it.
Yeah.
I wish more people did it, to be honest with you.
Well,
But
on his social, it shows a little. It's a teaser video, and it shows Post Malone sitting on like a little stool with an acoustic guitar, and it appears that he's going to do acoustic covers of Nirvana. And
like
if you can just
like
imagine,
Nirvana Unplugged.
Yeah, if you can imagine
The epic
Yeah.
Unplugged from
and
Nirvana.
if you can imagine Post singing, which he sings great. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so when I mentioned that earlier. You're like, dude, I'm already on top of
Dude,
it.
well, because, I mean, my music choices are typically, which is two drastic sides, country
Yeah.
or rap.
Yeah.
And Nirvana is actually one of my all-time
Oh, yeah.
favorites. And I just remember that was what was on when I was a kid. They
Yeah.
were everywhere.
Yeah, man.
And I was hooked to that. I wasn't into grunge that much, but
Yeah.
Nirvana just did it for me, and it still does. So, Post Malone, Nirvana, Friday.
Can't beat that. If you were bored, you're not bored anymore, especially on this Friday.
So moving on.
I love it, Chuck.
There's a lot of stuff, social media content, like little games people are coming up with that are interesting. There's one sports related called Start, Bench, Cut. They'll pick three different sports things, and they'll ask you, you pick. You start one. For example, we don't have to pick it, unless you want to. The one I saw this week was start, bench, cut.
Yeah.
Duos, and the duos were Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen,
Start Michael.
Kobe Bryant. Well, you have to pick the duo, so you get the duo of you get Michael or Scottie.
I want to play this game real quick.
Okay, we can play it. All right, here. So start one or start one duo. Bench one duo and you're cutting one duo.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, that's it. So the three duos are Michael and Scottie, Shaq and Kobe for the Lakers, and Magic and Kareem for the Lakers. My answer was pretty easy.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I would cut Magic and Kareem.
Okay.
I'm an MJ fan, so I'm gonna go bench Shaq, Kobe, play.
That's exactly what I would do. And it's not a knock on Magic and Kareem because they were great, and it's just
I love Shaq,
there's no
Kobe
way you
combo.
cut Michael and Scottie for any reason,
or bench.
And Lakers Shaq was like one of, if not the most dominant basketball players on the planet at the time.
I love that duo.
With Kobe. So, I mean, that's the only, but Kareem and Magic, no, someone has to get cut, and that's how I would do it. But anyway, those games are going around, and one's called a pick three, and they pretty much throw 9 things up on the little picture, and you only get to pick 3. So basically, the rest go away forever. You get to pick 3. I saw one. It's kind of in our wheelhouse, and I thought it'd be fun to play. So I wrote it down.
I'm down.
And so here it is. So there's 9. This is fast food condiments. There's 9. You can only pick 3. And I'll be honest, I will go out on a limb and say there's only one right answer.
Really?
In my mind, there's only one right answer. So here it is. Here's the 9 options. You pick 3.
Okay.
And it's a stacked roster.
I'm
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Ooh.
Wendy's creamy sriracha.
Oh my god.
Chick-fil-A Polynesian. Whataburger spicy ketchup. Taco Bell fire sauce. Popeye's blackened ranch. McDonald's honey mustard. Arby's horsey sauce. And cane sauce.
Dang.
I'll be honest, I didn't even have to think.
You don't have to think?
No.
Okay.
There's
I'm
one
right
that
on.
made me hesitate. But the rest, no question.
Read them one more time.
Chick-fil-A sauce,
Uh-huh.
creamy sriracha from Wendy's, Chick-fil-A Polynesian, Whataburger spicy ketchup, Taco Bell fire sauce, Popeyes black and ranch, McDonald's honey mustard, Arby's horsey sauce, and cane sauce.
Dang. I have two immediately. All right.
Yep.
My struggle is the next
third?
one, the third.
Okay. Well,
Which, do you want me to tell you the split?
Yeah.
It's a split between Chick-fil-A
Ooh.
and the creamy sriracha.
Whoa. We got a fight on our hands.
I'm struggling right now because I can't. I want to pick the creamy sriracha because it's so good. But I also love Chick-fil-A sauce and Chick-fil-A Polynesian. So I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna go ahead and write one down. So here we go.
Can I tell you what the right answer is?
No, there is no right answer.
There is a right answer.
No, there's not.
There's only one right answer.
All right, I got my three. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say it. Go ahead.
No, go for it because I know what mine is.
All
I'm
right.
ready, and
Ready for my top
I'm
three?
not depending on what you just did.
Mm-hmm.
You very well have the right answer.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Do you want me to list all three? Or do you
Save
want me
the questionable one for last.
last. Okay. Do you want me to go?
The two.
I'll say
Any
one.
order.
You say one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. My first choice is cane sauce.
Yes, that's on my list.
Okay.
1 for 1.
Whataburger spicy ketchup.
2 for 2.
All right, Chuck. This is there's a reason we're best friends.
Absolutely.
Right?
I think we've had a few of these meals together.
Here we go. Moment of truth. Out of the Chick-fil-A and the Wendy's creamy sriracha,
Yep.
I chose the Wendy's creamy sriracha.
You idiot!
What?
Idiot! Oh my gosh.
That is so good.
No.
How can you turn that down?
You know why? Because I've never had it. And that's
What?
why I've never had it. That's the one thing on this whole list I've never had is the creamy sriracha.
Well, you would have picked it over whatever you're about to say right now.
It's Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce is bomb.
That's the right answer.
Wendy's gets the win over that. If you
I'm gonna
if you were ever
try
able
it.
to try it, dude.
I might have to. Do you do it with chicken or what? Burger? Anything? Fries?
Fries. You dump that on fries
Okay.
with cheddar cheese and bacon bits, and you're in heaven.
Now they would have thrown me on.
In fact, they used to serve. I think they were called like spice or creamy sriracha loaded fries or something.
Ooh.
Like
The one that caught me up, this is like a wild card that made me hesitate for a second, was actually the Arby's horsey sauce.
that. Yeah, no.
Because Arby's sauce and Arby's horsey sauce go hard
I
in the
definitely
paint.
wanted to pull in Arby's, but
But yeah, the Chick-fil-A sauce is what I went with, spicy ketchup and the cane sauce, which is funny because I found a bottle at the store the other day, and it is just called chicken sandwich sauce. And I don't know the brand or what, I have to dig for it. And it says on the bottle, if you like Chick-fil-A sauce, you will love this. So I bought it, and it is eerily similar, and me and my wife agree it definitely passes for Chick-fil-A sauce at our house.
no way.
It is
Chick-fil-A
awesome.
or cane sauce?
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce. Okay.
Yes. It's called
Whoa.
chicken sandwich sauce,
Chicken sandwich sauce.
and it is actually really good. So
Wow.
we're living in heaven. We pretty much got Chick-fil-A sauce in a squirt bottle at our house. So we're living that good life.
Dude, it's good to hear that you have cane sauce on your list.
Mm.
I mean, you can't beat that.
That's like Cane's only sells chicken tenders,
Right.
and there's no other and their
Fries.
sauce.
That's
That's it.
Chicken tenders.
So it's
fries, and
either
sauce.
if you love Cane's, it's because you love the sauce.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love it that way. Just give me my tenders and my sauce.
Yeah.
Give me those little crinkle fries.
Yeah. Keep it simple, Stephen. Yeah. I love it.
But yeah. So anyway, I thought that was
Dude,
fun.
you got to try that Wendy's.
I am. I'm gonna put it on my to-do
Sriracha.
list.
It'll put you on a whole nother level.
Trust me, you ain't got to talk me into trying some fast food stuff. That's for sure.
Chuck, I topped this bottle off. Sorry.
Nice.
That's what happens when you only get 12 ounces. But
I finished mine.
imagine drinking that by yourself.
Oh, give me one of those in like I said, a 6 or a 12 pack. I'm good.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm good to go. And you know what else I like to be good to go on?
What do you like to be good to go on?
Beard Supply products, homie.
I love it.
Which we talked about it.
I know there's some quarantine beer.
I need my soap, and you're hooking me up with
I
it.
got you, brother. I got
you got me covered there. But yeah, beardsupply.com. All your beard needs, soap, oil, comb, balm, all the good stuff.
I know there's some quarantine beards out there right now.
I have, so I don't know if we ever talked about it on the show, but
yeah,
I messed up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And took a hunk out of my beard pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to shave it down right when the quarantine stuff happened. And I just decided to let it go. So now it's like filling in my cheeks where I normally shave it and like under my neck. So I'm just rolling with it. Nice. And now I'm in that level where I need my beard goods back in stock.
I hear you.
And I need soap. So I reached out for soap.
You know where to go, Chuck.
Yeah, I know.
What is
Beard Supply. Beardsupply.com. That's where you get your stuff. But they got shirts out at beardsupply.com now.
That's right.
And if you put a shirt or shirts in the cart, use the code MDC Podcast, $5 off each shirt. So be sure to go on the website, beardsupply.com, get your oils, get your balm, throw in a shirt, use the code MDC Podcast, and get you some beard supply swag.
That's right. And Chuck, I also want to mention, if for all you patrons out there that are patrons of MDC Podcast, the list is growing, and we're going to start doing monthly giveaways. And I think, Chuck, we agreed for the first giveaway, we're going to do a Beard Supply shirt.
Yep. So,
all you patrons out there that are currently...
Any level patron is included.
Right. Yep.
And we'll announce when we're going to make the pick, so you got time to get on. But if you want to be involved in this giveaway in future, as well as other perks of being a patron, go to patreon.com.
We're going to do one this month. We're giving away a shirt this month.
So we'll have more details about it. But if you're already a patron, you're in. And if you want to be in, get on it now. Patreon.com, Modern Dude Chat. MDC Podcast is the code for beardsupply.com, $5 off t-shirt.
Boom.
So, with that being said, we finally got some new quality content this week, and not only just content, sports content. And The Last Dance premiered the first 2 episodes, and I was nervous.
It was beyond quality
because they've hyped it for 2 years, and people have been talking about it for a week leading up to it, and it had the potential, just the hype, overhype.
Yeah.
And the first 2 episodes did not disappoint.
No, I was
worked every second.
Engaged the entire time.
Yes, absolutely.
And it was wanting and begging for more after.
Oh man! Well, I told you that I almost didn't watch the episodes because I wanted to binge it. Yeah. I wanted to binge it, but I knew
you're a crazy man.
I knew that the content would be there, and then of course being the only sporting thing going on. And only real new have to watch thing to come out in like a month and a half besides Tiger King. Not that there's spoilers, but everyone will be talking about it. I want to be in the know, so I did watch it.
Yeah.
But I knew it was going to be a winner when I sat down, and my wife usually goes to bed, and she decided to watch TV with me, and I had already flipped the ESPN, so the ESPN said, "No, change it. I'm not watching this." And I politely turned to her, and I said, "Ma'am."
Ma'am, Mrs.
This is what we're watching. You can stay here and watch it with me, or you can go about your business somewhere else. And
that was very polite.
She said, "What are we watching?" And all I said was, "This is Michael Jordan, and it's new."
Yeah.
And within the first couple minutes, she was even hooked on it, and she watched the first episode with me.
Yeah.
My
wife watched as well. Yeah.
And my stepdad, he's roots for Chicago teams. He's from outside Chicago.
That's right. He's a Sox fan.
Yeah, he's a White Sox fan, Bears fan, and of course Bulls fan. MJ was his dude. I remember him watching the Bulls games at my mom's house and stuff. And so of course he watched it.
Yeah.
And my mom even said, I talked to her today, she's like, I watched it, and she even thought it was awesome.
That's awesome.
And she's not super sports person. She loves
Yeah.
the Rangers baseball, but
Yeah.
she's not like super.
Well, it's a glance back in history too, though. Like
It is.
It is so like, honestly, it was so refreshing to watch that Sunday night because we lived through that, Chuck. We got
Yeah.
to watch most of it. We got to watch the tail end of it, but like you and I both discussed this before the podcast. There were tons of stories in there and tons of facts and stuff that we never even had a clue about.
Yep.
Specifically, like Scottie Pippen and his 7-year
Terrible contract.
deal. Yeah, I felt awful for
Terrible
that.
contract.
Just stuff like that. Like it was so. It was great to be able to watch that.
I love that there's not a lot of on court action per se.
Yeah.
It's all behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Inner working stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm fully engaged in.
It was done really well, and I noticed.
And I love the flashbacks.
Yes.
I love they'll talk because the documentary, of course, called The Last Dance. MJ hired a documentary crew to follow him the whole last year. They all knew it was over,
Genius.
and
So
they've
glad
been
he did
sitting on this footage basically.
Yeah.
And they finally released it. But I like that they chronicle that season, but then they flash back to him being a rookie. They flash back to him being in college. They flash back to the Olympic team.
Yeah. Basically, how MJ came to be.
Right. It's The Last Dance about the last season, but it's also just an homage to the greatest sports career of all time.
Yeah.
And I love that younger people, which that's weird that we have to say that now.
Well, you could even go as far as to say like my son.
Yep.
He knows who Michael Jordan is, but he doesn't really know who Michael Jordan is.
If you were to honestly ask them without any repercussions of being hit or verbally abused, who the best basketball player of all time was, he would tell you LeBron, and you would have to give him a pass, but you'd also have to tell him he's an idiot.
Yeah, but
here's the thing. Also,
he may not say if he knows what Air Jordans are. He knows what Jordans.
But exactly, he would say it as if he said Michael Jordan, it would be a response of, I've heard.
Yeah.
The myth.
I've
heard the legend.
The legend, that's right.
And he would say it just out of that knowing.
Right.
But this documentary is like sitting people back to, hey,
confirms it.
This is why everyone in their late 20s, 30s, and up don't want to slap people that say LeBron James is the greatest of all time. This is they're getting a full-on open book to why he was the greatest.
I even saw comments this week after this Last Dance first few episodes came out that LeBron doesn't even fall into like top 5 greatest of all time players.
I've tried to make the argument with people before, and it gets out of hand.
Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest.
He's one of the greatest.
He is.
I don't even know if I go so
MJ
far
to say in that documentary though, anytime somebody speaks Michael Jordan, they should also speak Scottie Pippen. I thought that was the greatest thing.
Pippen was a beast.
He was, and
I mean Pippen. You'll have a hard time finding someone that'll put Pippen in the top 10. But he's in the top 20, I would say, without his.
At least.
But
at least top 20.
but I love that the window that people that haven't seen Jordan or didn't know about Jordan, they get to see what a lot of us knew, and like we don't even know everything.
No, yeah.
Because social media and all that wasn't around back then.
Right.
But I just love the fact that people that try to tell me LeBron is the greatest are now getting to watch this, and I just get to sit back and watch. Hey, watch this 10-part series and then try to argue with me.
Yeah.
Because you will have no legs to stand on.
Yeah.
And real quick before we move on, the pettiness of Michael Jordan, as far as the competitive nature, is just unmatched. Because they've been sitting on this footage forever. They've been talking about it for years. And
And how hard?
The holdup was that ESPN made the deal with Jordan that he would get to have a say and get to. They wouldn't do it without his participation.
Yeah.
So pretty much all hinged on Jordan saying, "Yeah, I'm ready."
Yeah. Which is how it should have been.
And the funny part is that he agreed to make the documentary the day of the Cleveland Cavaliers championship parade. Basically, the height of LeBron's love, even with everybody. Yeah. And Jordan says, "I think it's time to show the young bucks what's up." Yeah. And I love it. I love it, and I just the hype was real. And this week episode they previewed is a Dennis Rodman episode, and I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be so good.
And I saw Steve Kerr did some interviews on Sports Center this week. And,
he did, yeah. I actually watched the after with Scott Van.
Yeah, that's the clip I saw.
And he had Steve Kerr on immediately after The Last Dance, and that was fun to watch too, because Steve Kerr lived through it with MJ.
Yeah. So anyway, if you haven't got on board yet, go check out even if you're not a sports fan, it's just greatness. It's greatness.
You want to know just one little funny tidbit? In that first, I think it was the second episode, when they were playing the Celtics against Larry Bird and
Carlisle. Yes.
Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Mavericks, had a full head of hair.
Yeah.
And he played on that same team with Larry Bird. That gave MJ hell. But that was one of the highest scoring games he ever had too.
Oh yeah, no, he went off.
Like
I think it was Bird? Was it Larry Bird that even said he was like
that was God.
He's like, that wasn't Michael Jordan. That was just God decided to inhabit Michael Jordan's body for one night.
Love it.
But there's so many tidbits, and Scottie Pippen with the quote of the documentary of last week, basically talking about his injuries, and I'm not going to let it F up my summer.
Love it. I would love it.
So it's good stuff. We can go on and on.
He knew his worth. So.
Yeah, it's awesome, and lives up to the hype.
Heck yeah.
Before we are doing Answer the Internet, because it was so much fun. We're going to start doing it at the end of every episode.
We got a lot of positive feedback.
We did. I got a couple of sports notes, quick tidbits. The NFL draft will have the first round will have already happened when this airs. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to it. It's Thursday night. Second and third rounds Friday, and whatnot. It's shaping up to be a crazy fest. Apparently, I don't know if it's rumors or just there may be some kind of gentleman's agreement that teams aren't going to jump other teams.
Really?
As far as if you run out of time for technical difficulties.
Yeah.
And I'm behind you, I'm going to allow you a little leeway to get your pick in. So there's rumors of that going on. But
I don't like it.
Everyone's terrified of not being able to visit players and interview them and watch them in person. That half the teams are looking for any reason to trade out of the first round.
Really?
So it might be trade crazy. First round, second round.
Dude,
so we'll see.
It's going to be interesting.
And in other sports news, Gronkowski decided to come back out of retirement. The Bucks traded their fourth round pick to the Patriots for Gronk. So Brady and Gronk. The Bucks.
Is this the first time Gronk has come out of retirement, or the second?
The first.
Okay.
And he didn't play all of last year.
Okay.
But their team is the Bucks offense is. I'm not a Brady fan, but he's not a terrible quarterback.
No.
But with those weapons, Evans, Godwin,
I saw that.
Gronk, I think O.J. Howard's still on. I don't know if they traded him or not.
He's in good company.
They get a running back or something.
They're going to make it interesting.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, Gronk's back in the league with Brady in Tampa. What else I got? I'll leave that one out. No, I can't. WrestleMania was, nice. I don't know if we mentioned it, was done in an empty arena.
Yeah.
And so the next pay-per-view called Money in the Bank is typically a ladder match where a contract is in a briefcase above the ring, ladder match. Usually 6 or more people are in it. And whoever climbs the ladder gets the contract. They basically get a free title shot whenever they want it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's a big deal. They make a lot of stories around it. This year, so WWE headquarters in Connecticut, they're getting ready to move to a new facility. It's been the headquarters forever, And if you were a fan in the 90s, you probably remember the commercials and documentaries and just videos they've done out there. Anyway, I have to watch just to see what happens because the Money in the Bank ladder matches are taking place at their old headquarters. And the match starts on the ground floor. The ladder and the briefcase are set up on the roof of the building. So they're going to battle from the ground floor up the various floors of the building and fight on the roof and climb a ladder on the roof for a briefcase.
Oh my god.
And I don't even know. I have to watch it. I don't know what I'm about to watch, but I'm going to.
It's just pure entertainment.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect, but you know what? The content barrel's pretty low right now, and at this point, I'm watching a ladder match in an abandoned corporate headquarters.
I love it. Sign me up.
And in the most epic irony for the NCAA, they deserve every bit of this. We talked about March Madness being canceled.
Yeah.
They are out of pocket. They're going to be out of about $500 million. Wow. I don't know have you heard of this yet?
I have not. No.
So
doesn't surprise me.
The funny part about it, in my opinion, is they had the reserve of $500 million put back. Back in 2003, when SARS came up, there was talk that it might be canceled. So at that point, they made a contingency plan and started loading up on insurance, packing money away.
Yeah.
They had almost $600 million in the bank.
No way.
And then they spent it.
Oh my gosh. What?
And then this hits, and now they're out $500 million that they had in pocket.
No way.
And
when did they spend it?
So in 2003, they started building it.
Yeah.
In 2016, I believe is right. They just split $200 million out to the schools. Because that's when the schools started paying for the travel expenses for the players. Yeah. Hotels, planes, buses, all that. So kind of a reimbursement. Hey, you are paying for it now. Here's split $200 million.
Right.
Then the NCAA put caps on scholarships, basically started screwing players and stuff. A lawsuit, antitrust lawsuit came up. So they ended up paying $200+ million out on this lawsuit. And used all these reserve funds. Then they didn't increase the coverage of their insurance for cancellation. And so they didn't re-up their insurance, spent the money, and then this happened. So they have to eat $500 million. And they deserve every bit of it. Yeah. But that's just hilarious to me. I mean, they had it.
Yeah.
They had it in bank for this reason. Yeah. And they spent it.
They do. They deserve it. Not that they won't get it back.
No, but
they can. But
they said that usually there's two banks, revenues and something else. They usually bank $1 billion each, so $2 billion in a year, and they're forecasting $600 million in each this year. Yeah, and for losses, so they're eating it on this one. But that's funny to me. Right. I find it humorous. So we're getting ready to finish this episode. New segment. We started playing last week. It was fun. We're going to do it again. We're doing Barstool's KFC Radio Answer the Internet game.
Yeah, buddy.
So we went through and went ahead and picked our questions for each other, so we don't have to go through that process. And we don't know what the questions are to each other. Like, right. I don't know what Cody's picked for me. He doesn't know what I picked for him. Right. And so I'm ready to let it rip. This is always a good time. It's going to be, and we got some good ones.
Who's going first? You went first last time.
So you want to go first? I already put mine in order how I want you to answer them.
That's a good point. I'm going to see.
So here we go. We're gonna come flying right out the gate. I'll let you show. Is that how you want your order to be?
You ready?
Yeah. I'm asking you.
Going first, or me?
Oh, I answer first. Yeah, you're right. I had it backwards. I'll answer first.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
All right. Here's the first. Answer the internet, Chuck. Would you rather have wet socks for a whole year?
Oh my God.
or a year-long cold?
Year-long cold.
Year-long cold?
Yeah.
You can't do wet socks?
Cannot do wet socks. Like, not an option.
Really?
My wife makes fun of me because I wear tennis shoes. Like, I'm not even like
I'm trying to imagine a year-long.
I'm not a big sandal flip-flop guy.
Yeah.
So I wear socks and tennis shoes,
Mm.
and I like to wear them until I go to bed.
Yeah.
My wife's always like, "Well, take your shoes off, relax." I'm like, "No, I'm good." But if I do take them off, my socks stay on. I keep my socks on. I have socks on my feet pretty much the moment I wake up until the moment I go to bed. And like when I do like step in a puddle or get them wet, I'm pissed. Just because it's I don't know what it is. Maybe I watched Forrest Gump too many times, and Lieutenant Dan says always change your socks. But yeah, wet socks would devastate me.
You can handle a cold for an entire year?
I would be willing to instead of having wet socks for a whole year.
It doesn't say the severity of the cold, so
I mean,
that's
a cold can only be so severe, but wet socks, I know what that is, and I want no part of it.
Nice. Okay.
All right, you ready? I'm coming out the gate swinging.
Oh boy.
Would you rather?
Mm-hmm.
This is a poll of the internet. So what did the people? Oh, that was the answer. This one's poll,
Yep.
but you don't have. You can guess if you want.
Okay.
But would you rather get caught playing with yourself in public
Yeah.
or shitting your pants in public?
Oh man. Easy answer: shitting my pants in public.
You don't even gotta think about it.
No.
You gotta walk around with it falling out your pants.
Yeah, I would. I mean, people forget about that in a week.
I wouldn't.
But imagine if I got caught playing with myself. You definitely wouldn't forget that. I feel like you would easily forget at some point me shitting my pants, but catch me in the act of doing that is unforgettable.
75% said shitting as well.
Okay.
But I think that's the right answer. I just wanted to see how you went.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Debate the internet.
Okay.
If you had to choose one movie series and one TV series to watch for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
So I get a series.
If you had to choose one movie series and one TV series.
So
one movie series.
So not just one movie. I can pick a series of movies if I want to. As long as it's the same. Like I'm not picking Star Wars, but that's the example.
Yes.
I can get all the Star Wars movies.
Yes, perfect. And a TV series. One of each for the rest of your life.
Man. So TV series is probably the easiest for me, and I think it's a toss up between The Office and Parks and Rec, and I'm going Parks and Rec.
Well done.
I'm going Parks and Rec.
Well done.
Not too much thought in there.
Either of those options.
Just because I can watch every season of Parks and Rec and not get bored, there is a drop off with The Office, in my opinion. Yeah. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm going Parks and Rec.
Well done.
Movie series is a little tougher. I'm trying to think because I'm a big movie person and that could cover a lot of stuff. What would be entertaining over and over and over again?
It's tough. Movie series is tough.
Do I pick like a series with a bunch of movies so I have options, or just a short series that has just good
content? I would almost go like a movie series that has a lot of different,
I think I'm gonna go.
I thought of one just now. You thinking about Fast and Furious, Chuck?
I did. It crossed my mind, but just for rewatchability.
My opinion, the first Fast and Furious is the best.
But I'm going to throw a wild card, and I have no problem watching Christopher Nolan's Batman series over and over because I know Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. I still watch them if they're on TV. As far as series, I think that's what I'm going to go with.
I love it, Chuck.
So the Chris Nolan Batman Begins,
Yes.
Dark Knight,
Dark
and Dark
Knight.
Knight Rises are the three I'm going with.
Love it.
I think I'm good there.
Those are really good choices. Good job.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you. All right. Taking no prisoners, Cody.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
This is on brand for Modern Dude Chat. When you're drunk,
Oh, okay.
is it better? When you're drunk,
Is it better?
is it better to get laid
Oh gosh.
or have the perfect drunk meal?
Oh gosh. Chuck, that's tough. I mean,
And this is a poll of the internet, so there is
the
a
perfect drunk meal is equivalent to sex.
right. That's why you gotta pick.
Oh no.
I think this was be good.
I'm gonna go meal.
Me too.
I'm gonna go
Me
meal.
too. 53% of Barstool readers said meal also.
I'm gonna go meal,
That's great.
dude. Because I mean, come on,
Dude,
you and I both have sat in the same car or went through the same
Dude.
drive-through or experienced. In fact, Chuck, I'm gonna talk Chuck up here real quick.
Uh-oh.
Chuck's we do the fantasy football draft at Chuck's house, and he always does. The past few years, you've smoked wings and ribs and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I like to take care of my dudes.
By the end of that draft, we're all pretty lit, and if there's
Smash
any
it.
leftover food, it
Dude,
doesn't last
there's
long.
not leftover food.
There's
like
not.
every year, it's been cleaned
There's
off to the
bones.
bone. There's bones.
There's
a
bones
pile.
left.
There's a literal pile of bones left.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm with you. Drunk
But-
meal.
yeah, man, you can't beat that.
Those taquitos at 3 in the
Oh.
morning.
Yeah, dip them in whatever.
Oh, that's great. All right.
You ready?
I'm
Last
ready.
one. Answer the internet, Chuck.
Okay.
Could you bang a chick
Good.
who was the identical twin of one of your buddies? So could you bang a chick?
Like a female version
Identical.
of
So for
of
instance,
Buddy.
Oh, I'm not even gonna go there. Could you bang a chick that was the identical twin of one of your buddies? So let's say you had a best friend, and his identical twin was a chick. She looked just like him. Yes or no? Could you?
Could I do it?
Could you?
Yes.
And it says could. so-
Would I do it? 100% yes. I mean,
It says identical, but like I've actually known people like that, and they weren't 100% identical, right?
it says, could you bang a chick who was the identical twin of one of your buddies?
Yeah.
So female version of one of your buddies. Yes. And if not, I don't know. Yeah, I would. Just if for nothing
feel
else,
like you're staring at your buddy. though,
if
the
for
whole time?
nothing, I don't. Man, now it's getting weird because I was gonna say for comedic value, but now I don't really know of any good jokes or situations where I could bring it out. Man, I don't know.
That's funny.
Oh, that's tough.
You said yes.
I did say yes. I'm gonna commit to
You're
that.
gonna commit
so,
to that? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's where I'm living at. I gotta live with that. That's gonna haunt me. All right, this one's for you.
All right.
This one
here we
I
go.
saved it because it does have a twist.
Ooh.
Hey, what was that?
I don't know what just happened.
So
We
like
just went
power just went like half out
down. There are storms that are supposed to.
over here,
Yeah.
but why are not all the
It's really
lights
weird.
on?
Oh, whoa.
Okay, well.
Okay, we're gonna go.
We're gonna keep it going because hey, our new equipment we've been using, we don't need the power for it.
And we got a candle burning. We already.
Yeah, the Natterday candles. All right, last one, and we're gonna get out of here.
This is really weird.
Poll the internet. Would you? Here we go. I told you there's a twist here. Would you rather shoot webs like Spider-Man
Uh huh.
or have claws like Wolverine?
Dang.
But
Oh no.
the webs or the claws come out of your wiener.
That's great. Oh, what a great question. um, oh man, immediate thought goes to spiderweb.
You're a sick individual.
I don't know.
You're a sick individual.
I don't know that the Wolverine claws coming out of my
Wiener hole.
wiener hole. That just sounds scary and almost painful. So I'm gonna go with spiderweb.
You just want to swing around town for your dang dang. Okay.
I didn't think about it that way, but
I mean,
that would be cool.
I'm here for it. 95% chose the webs.
Oh yeah. Totally.
So that's gonna do it for this episode of Modern Dude Chat. Answer the internet. This is gonna do it for this episode. The power's going out, I guess. Here we're living in some kind of weird.
There are storms
thing
brewing over here. So
anyways, thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out. As always, find us across the board at social media at Modern Dude Chat. YouTube channel, Modern Dude Chat. Patreon, get in on those giveaways and the swag. Patreon.com, Modern Dude Chat search pulls us right up. That's all I got. If you want to reach out to me individually, I'm at Modern Chuck.
Cody Murph, CODYMURF.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.